And there's this whole mindset component, isn't there? Where if you're going to podcast, you want to be someone who enjoys having conversations, and you also want to have a long-term mindset. And the reason I'm saying you want to have is because otherwise it's not going to be a good fit. The process won't be enjoyable. But if you see podcasting and content marketing as a long-term game, you're going to enjoy the process along the way. Absolutely. And that's because you'll be treating your marketing as a relationship building tool instead of as a commercial or a sales piece.
Well, and that's such a great point, Jessica, because you hear all of these different trends that take place, and they're trends. This is hot. This is something that's cool. Short clips are getting lots of traction. So now everybody takes their entire strategy and dumps it all into short clips. But then something else shifts and they want to try this out, or they want to run ads, or they want to own or run this. Well, you don't own your system if you're constantly jumping from different tactic to different tactic. And that's where Proudmail is so unique, is you own your system. You build up this system and you build up this trust ecosystem that you now have every, spoke fueled and running, and that wheel finally starts to turn and get traction. And once you get traction, it doesn't mean you stop. Because the second you stop and you break, you lose that momentum and the growth doesn't continue to happen. You have to kind of start back at a lower point. And if you're constantly jumping to what's trendy and what's not, you're not going to get anywhere. You are going to, you're going to waste money, and you're going to waste time, and you're going to waste cycles. What you want to do is really have this foundation in place and then add on other components into this marketing. I would never say don't run ads. I would never say don't, test out doing other forms of content, FAQs, webinars, educational seminars, hosting different types of events. All those things play into what we do, and we can actually help seed and market those with your show itself, as long as we know that that's what's going on and what you're trying to achieve. So that sharing your common goals is so important when it comes to marketing, and also trying to understand that going with a marketing solution for one, the majority of your ecosystem will also save you from having to repeat yourself over and over again. So ideal clients are somebody who wants to build that foundation and then continue to add and continue to build and strengthen. And overall, just keep complementing what you're doing as communication and conversations that you're having in your marketing tactics and efforts.